my fab fans, to part 2 of making a crown. This is what we're starting with, and all I'm really going to add is these beads, because it took me too long the first try. I already posted part 1, luckily, but I'm going to finish the crown today. So, let's get right into it. Okay, so let's grab some wire. Doesn't matter what color wire, use whatever color, doesn't matter. Just make sure the beads and everything look nice to you. But make sure you get enough wire so that if you run out, at least it won't be that inconvenient to fix. But try not to run out, because then it's annoying to deal with. I don't know where I started. I always start on the back of the crown because, well, I don't know, it's just common sense to start at the back, where even if it looks bad, it won't matter. Pew. Am I gonna talk this whole time? Probably not. Because I get super hyper focused on some things. Will this one be longer than the other one? Probably not. Really depends on if I decide to zoom through it all and just add music on the top. I'll find out how I edit it later. But I'm gonna talk throughout the whole thing, just in case. Just in case I actually decide not to be too lazy. Is it difficult to make crowns? Depends on how you are as a crafter. I find it very easy to make jewelry because I've made it since I was in, like, elementary school. Well, no, not elementary. I think it was the end of middle school when I started making jewelry. I didn't make good looking jewelry. If you ever want a video of all of the jewelry I've made, just comment right below. I'll show you every single piece of jewelry from the start to finish of what I've made the most recent and what I started making to begin with. Because it's a lot. It's a lot of jewelry. I've made so much. Because I have a problem with making too much stuff. I do make a lot of things. That is an actual truth. I make a lot of things. Jewelry making is fun, don't get me wrong. Everyone goes through a set of hobbies. All of the guys at my work, they're interested in fishing. So that's something. Sitting on a lake with nothing but quiet, or if you're lucky, you get some banner, but usually it's just you being quiet because you want to make sure you catch a fish. I remember when me and my brother were fishing for, like, the first time, I caught a bigger fish than him. For my first time fishing, he caught a really tiny one. But the only reason I caught the bigger fish was because I was more steady and I'm really good at following instructions. He was not. But that's kind of what a conduct disorder does to you, is you're really bad at certain things. Like following instructions. It wasn't my brother's fault, okay? But he definitely looked a little jealous, I remember. But I do distinctly remember catching the bigger fish. I didn't think I caught a bigger fish. but I was more steady. I didn't want a picture with my fish, though. My brother did. He was proud that he even caught one. I just wanted to throw it back in. Because I felt bad for the fish. If I wasn't gonna eat it, I didn't want to torment it. I don't understand the point of fishing just for fun. Same thing with hunting. I don't understand the point of hunting something if you're not gonna eat it. What's the point if you're gonna just let it go to waste? Or, even worse, just take your arrow out of it, or leave an arrow in it and just let it suffer. I'm sorry, why would you do that? Take your arrow back, let the thing heal, and move on. Why injure something if you're not gonna eat it? Like, at least finish the job. Like, damn. I know in Rhode Island, you technically are not supposed to hunt wild animals, especially specific kinds of animals, unless it is a specific season, or unless it's on your property directly and causing issues. My friend told me a story about when her and her father shot this bird that was across the street because they were afraid they were going to eat the dog. One of them did try to swoop at the dog, so they technically legally shot the bird. According to legality. It was causing problems and trying to kill their dog. They had legal, valid reason to kill that bird. As much as I love birds, if one is gonna try to kill your pet, go ahead, shoot it. I don't mind. I feel bad for the bird, because it's just a wild animal, doesn't know any better, but, like, keep your pets safe. They are your pets. You should love them and protect them till the end, just like children. I don't like children, but yes, protect them, because they're yours. Don't take it for context. I'm not mean to kids. I'm a really nice aunt. I got my nephew 2 giant teddy bears. Because he likes stuffed animals. Stuffed animals are not bad, and they were gender neutral. They were not girly, okay? They were bears. He should want to be, like, strong, like a brown bear, okay? If I got him a black bear, I'd understand a little bit of, because they're usually really wimpy. Like, the black bears are usually big wimps, which is why if you pretend to be big and scary, they'll run away. Which I find really funny. Polar bears, stay the fuck away from them, they will kill you. That's why in this one country in Alaska, they don't lock their cars and stuff. And they don't lock doors either. They don't lock any buildings. Because if you see a polar bear, you need to run inside a building immediately in order to escape and evade it. Because they will only hunt what they can see. So if you're still within sight or not hidden, it will find you and it will kill you. Basically, hide. They leave doors unlocked so you can run into a safer place. It's for a safety thing. And all of them have this, like, pact where they're just like, yeah, okay, I don't care. And I respect that, because nobody's afraid of certain things happening there. They're just afraid of being eaten by polar bears. I think it's in Alaska. I don't actually remember what part of Alaska or where it is exactly, I just know that there is actually a place where that is something you have to be afraid of, is getting eaten by a polar bear. Not gonna ever live there. Fun fact, though, is in Greenland, they don't have any mosquitoes. So if you want to avoid them entirely, just go to Greenland. Certain blood types are more likely to get eaten by mosquitoes than others. But another fun fact, female mosquitoes are the only ones that suck blood. And they use them to create their eggs. Without blood, they would not be able to create their eggs. So that's a horrifying fact, is mosquitoes are part of our DNA. Like, most mosquitoes have some of our DNA in them. Or some other creatures. But mostly human, because they usually bite humans. I mean, we're the most common species just to find. You can find our species literally anywhere. There's so many more of us than a lot of species, except ants. We're outnumbered by ants by like 3 million per person. I think the number has gone up since human population has gone up. But I don't know exactly the number, so I'm just gonna pretend like that's not a fact. Just move on. But yeah, look how pretty this is. I actually did half. Oh, nice. It's been 12 minutes. So, yeah. I like how I just went into animal facts. You know, I'm just gonna go into fun facts that I just know for no reason other than the internet. 7 out of 10 giraffes would, specifically male giraffes, would rather fuck a male than a female. They only sleep with females usually if they're on their period. Otherwise, they won't sleep with a female at all. That's like their primary thing. And then my friend was like, yeah, you know, any animal would fuck anything if it's horny. And I'm like, I mean, yeah, that is true. There was a really powerful plant that was known to be a great contraceptive that caused no side effects in humans. It went extinct because the Greeks were so incredibly horny that they ran out of the plant. They made it go extinct. That's a true fact. So basically every species is kind of the same when it comes to that. Oh, and the strongest male in like their armies were ones that have slept with like the most people as like a power symbol. And it wouldn't matter whether it was men or women. Most people want to be monogamous and just stick with one person, but since we live so long, a lot less people stick into monogamy because they're just getting sick and tired of each other. There are people who can be monogamous. I love that for them. I don't like anybody like that. And I haven't for a very long time. I've I've only ever truly liked one person, but they're so incredibly ugly, which sounds really shallow, and it is. Like, I'm not sexually attracted to them, but I love them so dearly that I would do anything to help them out. Because that's how I am with people that I care about, is I will do anything that you really ask if I care about you enough. But I won't come up with it on my own. If I don't care about you at all, I don't care what I say to you or how I say it. Because I don't know you. Also, my guilty pleasure in life is just actually to people, like a Reddit user. I don't use Reddit, but I do watch those Reddit memes on YouTube, and they are hilarious. I love watching people actually each other, because it's hilarious. So when I can do it, I find it hilarious. Like how My Little Pony is technically a cartoon, not an anime. If you read any of the comments I have ever left on videos, all of my friends find them really funny. Because they're like, how do you have the guts to say that? And I'm like, it's not guts or anything. It's just I have the power to say whatever I want in my comment section. I also have the power to delete comments, the power to remove comments, and the power to pin comments to the top. If you comment something like, top comment is gay, I have the power to pin your comment to the top of that comment section so that you're somehow insulting yourself. It's like, haha, why you punching yourself? Haha, why you punching yourself? And that power is exactly why I should never be a leader of a country. I should not be the leader of anything. Because I would abuse that so hard. But at least I'm self-aware. Other people are not self-aware of how much they would abuse power. And I feel bad for them. I did paint my nails today. Already chipping. Every nail is chipping. Immediately. I planned to paint them so that they could look decent for Rainbow Dash. I even prepped them all nice. I used only one side of that wire for this whole thing. I think I pulled out too much wire. But I will need some of the other side for the rest of it, because it is too short. But to make it seem like I did not mess up on the back, I'm just gonna add the other wire. Pretend like I did not run out. Because that's what a pro does. Pretends like they don't make mistakes. Even though I don't hide my mistakes, I point them out immediately on some things. because I see nothing but mistakes on all of my artwork. I actually am really good at self-portraits and, like, portraits of other people. But I cannot draw men. That is the one thing I cannot draw. I make men look too feminine in my artwork, and that's not how men look, okay? Men are masculine, and I'm not capable of drawing in the masculine sense. And I understand that. But technically that is actually a glitch in art society, is people tend to draw anything that they're drawing to look more like themselves, which seems like it'd be an egotistical thing. It's not really. It's more of just how it comes with art. That's just how it works. In art, you just tend to draw yourself. And it isn't up to you whether it happens, it just kind of happens. Right now I'm just tying a knot with the wire. It is garden wire. This is meant for making floral bouquets. So, yes, it is more like string, but it's still metal. So it can still hold shapes. And that's why I use this specific type of wire for a lot of my art. And voila, I got a finished crown. And I actually quite love it. It's so tiny. But it's from my Rarity cosplay, so it's okay. Because I wear ponytails with the character. And, well, if you're wearing a ponytail, you can't have a huge crown covering your whole head. You need it to fit where it won't interfere with the ponytail. And no, I will not make the ponytail attached to a skirt. There is a reason behind that, and it's because I don't want a tail. Because then weird people will make comments like, hey, how's that tail attached to you? And, I don't need those comments. Not even gonna risk it. So I'm just gonna attach the ponytails to my head. I could attach them to the skirt. It is just a hair clip. I have belts that I wear them in the videos that I make. Because it makes the outfit look nice. Anyway, have a good night, my fat fans. I'll see you in the next video.